Welcome. On behalf of Carol Teskey and myself, I'm Dave Gilbert. We're pleased to welcome you to our OKR overview for Q3. We'll walk you through some of the areas that we're focused on and highlighting as a people organization for the upcoming quarter. You'll see us focus first under the great team area on an OKR for recruiting that's specific to taking that outbound model that we implemented and shifted to in Q2 and rolling out phase two, really dialing in and calibrating and refining some important areas, even some where we've seen some slips in some of our metrics, to dial in how we nail our interview experience for candidates under ISAT, how we continue to refine our offer acceptance rate through understanding candidates' motivations early in the process and ensuring really strong close plans at the back end, continuing to drive efficiency in where we hire in terms of location factor, and also modeling and working through the gearing ratios under our outbound model that line up with the capacity of the team and our future hiring forecasts. Those are all on our agenda for recruiting in the third quarter. A shared great team OKR across people leadership is our focus on diversity, inclusion, and belonging at GitLab, critical value, and one that in recruiting we have an opportunity to influence by continuing to focus on top of funnel in our outreach and driving URG representation through the candidates that we source as a recruiting organization. That'll continue to be our focus this quarter. We'll also see a focus to ensure that we're doing a great job of adhering to getting those surveys sent to candidates so that we can get self-report of how candidates identify. And we're setting a goal of having at the top of funnel, the 60% or more of our candidates self-identify as non-male, so female or non-binary, with women representing half of humanity. We want to make sure we have that representation in the funnel. And then certifications are really important here. We're focused on ensuring that 100% of our team members at GitLab, so everyone who's listening to this call that's part of the GitLab team, please ensure our success and partner with us on finishing your DIBS certification by the end of this quarter, and also making sure that we focus on making sure that the ally training is completed for end of quarter for leadership. And I'll turn it over to Carol to cover some of the other areas that we're focused on in Q3.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And continuing on in the great team OKR, from a people success side, we are going to continue supporting an environment where our team members feel they belong and can actually have the career development that they're looking for within the organization. And there's three things in particular we're going to focus on here. One is to enable our managers to be the best managers that they can be by rolling out a pilot of a 4-week manager challenge. And we're committed to having 25% of all people managers through that before the end of the quarter. The second piece is around a talent assessment tool that we're going to utilize across the organization as well. And the purpose of this is really to drive development of our team members and understand what actions are needed in terms of individual development. And the measurement for this is 25% of the organization, again, by the end of the quarter. And the third piece that we'll call out here is that we're in the middle of a catch-up compensation cycle review that will finish in Q3. This is the first time we're going through this particular type of review. So we want to make sure that we're on time and within budget in order to do that successfully. So that's the last of the great team OKRs for the people group. And now we have two more that we want to run through. And the first of those was with regard to our product and being committed to making sure our team members are certified in how to use GitLab. And that's it. We have a GitLab 101 training we're going to be rolling out, making sure that everybody in the company knows what GitLab is about and how you could potentially sell it in any conversation you're having. And the other is being able to have effective webinars. So we're in a unique position at the moment to be able to help the world understand how to do remote well. So we all want to be enabled to make as effective webinars as possible for that education. And the other side of it is, from a people specific perspective, we want to educate how the product can be used within people teams to drive transparent processes, because it's a unique selling point of GitLab that we use our process, our tool effectively that way. We're to define the measurement for that. Then the final OKR then is in relation to the IACV, and this is really looking at how we can make sure that we're having 5,000 all remote certifications within different enterprise companies. And our approach to this would be two ways. One is to make sure that at least 10 members of the overall people success team will be giving talks out into the within enterprise companies on how to communicate in an all remote environment, and then driving them to the remote certification after that it's been completed. And the next is really getting more knowledge out in the world about our compensation calculator, and we'll do that by getting an article into the Wall Street Journal for views. So that is it from the People Group OKRs. We're looking forward to the meeting next week on the 30th to discuss it and hear any questions that you have. Thank you.